Hi guys. So I haven't made a video in a long time, but that's just because I really have been extra busy at work. This is coming up on our fiscal year end, which is like such a stressful time for any accountant, especially if you work for a corporation and you're not like a public accountant, but all that is boring anyway. So that's irrelevant. I've just been super busy at work. But I did want to stop in and just drop a few little words just about taking care of yourself. This past year has been crazy for me. Crazy. I can't even tell you guys all of the changes that I've had to make just for myself, to avoid negativity, to avoid toxic people, to avoid, what I call a transfer of energy. So that's really what I wanted to talk about today. I just wanted to say, don't be one of those people that feels like you need to take your things that you have going on and transfer them to other people in order to feel good. I tend to be one of those people that people like to transfer negative energy on. So maybe that's why I have such a strong desire to share this video. If it helps other people like me, or if it helps people that do transfer negative energy to stop doing that, then I've done what it was that I set out to accomplish to do in this little bit of short time that I'm driving home to let my dog out on my lunch break. I have a very close family because we're very small in this state. So, I understand closeness of families, and I understand closeness of friends too if you don't have a lot of family members. But protect your peace is one of the most important sayings that I've heard this year. Whether it be from your husband, your boyfriend, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, you have to protect your peace from people, because a lot of people that have a lot of negative things going on or toxic energy, regardless to whether they created the issues in their life or not, they tend to want to find somebody who's peaceful, who, even though they're going through a lot, doesn't necessarily ask a lot of other people for input or help. They tend to find those people, feel like those people are stronger than them, which isn't always the case. It just, it's just a personality thing, I think. I think some people just take things on and deal with things internally, and some people feel like they need to ask everybody's advice and ask everybody's opinion before they make decisions about their own life, or just that they need to spread some of that negativity. I don't have an issue with talking to people about whatever it is that they have going on or whatever it is that they're going through, but I'm going to tell you there's a difference between asking people for advice and asking people for help and just talking your problems and venting your problems through with other people. There's a difference between that and people that are looking to start an argument with you or looking to sit on the phone with you and say underhanded and snide comments to try to make you feel just as bad as they do, so that they can transfer some of their negative energy that they're feeling about themselves onto you by either starting an argument with you or making you have an attitude with them, so that they can feel like now you are the focus of their anger and their frustration, instead of them just keeping it with themselves because of the decisions and the choices that they make. Don't get sucked into that. Don't get sucked into arguments with people that want to disrespect you because of your opinion that they asked for. Don't get into arguments with people about their own life choices and the things that they're doing with their lives, because at the end of the day, those are their decisions. And if they want to make those decisions, then that's fine. And if they ask you for your honest opinion and you give it to them and they get upset, that's fine too. Sometimes people need to be upset and angry in order to process their emotions. Anger, a lot of times, is a feeling of confusion. You're just confused about how you're feeling, and you don't really know or understand what it is that you have going on inside yourself, so you find something minor to be angry with somebody else about. That's a very frustrating thing to be in a relationship with somebody that does that, whether it's your spouse, family relation, or friend relation. That's what we call toxic individuals. Don't be a toxic individual. Don't be somebody that people dread answering the phone for because you always have a problem that you want to tell them about, or you always want to tell them about somebody else's problem that you're judging that other person for. Be one of those people that when people call you, sometimes you just don't have anything going on. You guys can just talk about good things, positive things, or nothing at all. Don't be a drama queen and then take your drama and slap it onto the next person so that you don't feel so bogged down by it. It's not cool. Transfer of energy is real. That's why people tell you to protect who you're around, protect your energy, and protect your peace. My fiance told me a couple months ago some of the realest shit I ever heard in my life. He said, baby, stop trying to fix things for people. Because if you fix something for people one time, regardless to whether they love you or not and they intend to do it or not, they will always have an expectation that you can do it, or that you will do it, or that you will try. And sometimes you can't try. Sometimes you can't do it. And sometimes you can't help. And there's nothing wrong with saying no to people. And there's nothing wrong with not being able to help people, regardless of how upset they get about it. And those are just the facts of the matter. You know, I have been exhausted this year with all of the things that I've tried to do that I shouldn't have tried to do. I've been exhausted this year learning these lessons that I'm saying on this video right now. And really it's just more therapeutic for me than it is for anybody else. But I just had to get that out because it's hard. It's hard to talk to other people about what it is that I have going on sometimes, because then it's like I'm giving them the negative energy and the frustration that I'm feeling and that I have going on. But when you try to sort so many things out in your own mind and you never have anyone to bounce it off of, or you never have anyone to discuss it with, you need to remember that you always have God to talk to. That you can always pray about the things that you have going on, and that is the one person and soul that will make all of these things better. You have to avoid people sometimes in order to take care of yourself, and I've learned that, and I'm going to start putting that into practice. And I want anybody that's hearing this video that needed to hear it, whether they're the person being aggressed against or the aggressor, stop accepting that behavior from people. And if you're one of those people that gives that behavior, stop giving that behavior. Like, take this as a constructive video to let you know how other people feel when you take things out on them. And that's really just what it is. So I hope you guys have a blessed day. It was something that was sitting on my heart. It was something that was sitting on my spirit. And I just wanted to say to anybody that is watching this video that you are valuable. You are worth having peace within yourself. You are worth protecting your peace, protecting your spirit, your soul, your positivity. You're worth all of that. And regardless to what other people have going on, you have to let them have that going on and sort that out. And if it is you that has all of the issues and it is you that have some of the problems, you might want to go to God with some of those things. Because a lot of times we love ourselves, but we are our worst critic. And instead of going to God and trying to find some sort of resolve or forgiveness with yourself for the things that we do, we end up beating up on other people to make ourselves feel better. You know that you're doing it when you're doing it. Nobody is retarded as an adult. Nobody is slow thinking. Let me not say retarded because that's not politically correct. But no one is slow to thinking about the things that they're doing when they're doing those things. You know that that's what you're doing. And if you're hurting people because you're hurt, then you need to take a step back and isolate yourself. That's the best thing for you to do, and the best thing for you to do for the people that you love. Take a step back, Explain to people that you need to take a step back and isolate yourself. And then isolate yourself and really examine what it is that you could do to change the outcome of certain situations that you have going on. Don't be angry with other people and give other people your trash to carry. That's not fair to them. And ultimately, it's not fair to you. So you all have a blessed day. I'm going to try to do the same.